Good day, YouTubers. Time for a spot of royal tea. Today I want to explore Meghan's ties to the terrorist mosque in London. We know this photo is from Meghan and Harry in South Africa. They visited the oldest mosque in Cape Town, South Africa. They didn't visit any Christian churches. They didn't visit any Jewish synagogues. Only this Muslim mosque. And we also saw them later having dinner with them, and she pushed all the food around on her plate and didn't eat anything. Harry ate, though. She did a cookbook, okay? And I've been wanting to do this for a while. Let's read a little bit. The kitchen supported by Meghans Cookbook is housed inside the mosque, which has links to 19 known terror suspects, including Jihadi John. One imam claimed women listening to music could become strippers. Imam Samir Darwish also suggested women should not pray while on their periods. Other jihadists with alleged links to the mosque include the 3 of the 4 Beatles. Okay, so there's like 4 murderers 4 killers, Muslims who went to the Middle East to fight, and they have these lovely British accents, and they're wearing masks, and they kill people for YouTube. And you can hear their British accents, and they're called the Beatles. Okay, so Meghan chose this, and now they were just removed from all the charities with William and Kate. What's that called? From the Royal Foundation. And the Royal Foundation, when they removed Harry and Meghan, they removed the cookbook and the mosque, and they also removed some of the women's issues things. So they removed this terrorist mosque and the cookbook and the women's issues stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at Meghan and her links to this terrorist mosque, because it's weird. Because Harry didn't attend any of that stuff with the cookbook, as I don't believe he attended any of it. It was all Meghan. It was just Meghan's thing. William and Kate, the Queen, nobody else endorsed it. They just let Meghan do it. So it's odd. They seem to be kind of separating themselves from Meghan and her terrorist mosque. So let's look at the links. Let's look at Meghan and the terrorist mosque. Because it's 19 known terrorists. And there's like, this mosque is right in the middle of London. You know, I'm sure Sadiq Khan is proud. All those knife attacks and acid attacks. So this is Meghan. This is the terrorist mosque. What are the links here? Planting in the world. Okay, so here's the mosque. Officially, they're putting on a sweet face, and they want to make an official, they want to go out from their normal place, 11 and 925 Spades, roadblock. They want this mosque, this could be the mosque, they want to push out into the hostile places, okay, outside of their boundaries. They're presenting a sweet face outside their boundaries. So it's all just, yeah. But really, I mean, they want to bring down the extreme Muslims. They want to bring down Christianity and destroy Western democracy. So what is Meghan's link? 3 blackbirds, activity, opportunity, and everything. 11 and 4, 15, 4 clubs. She's just brainless. She just thought it would be nice. This is just something she's doing, and she felt it would be a nice opportunity. They're using Meghan. The mosque is using Meghan. The mosque and Radical Islam is using Meghan. Okay, and here on the bottom we have city and mustard seed planting themselves in the world. Okay. So William and Kate dropped this mosque from the Royal Foundation, okay, and some of the women's charities, several of the empowering women's charities. So what do the Queen and William think of these links to this charity? Because it seems they want nothing to do with it. The Queen and William, what do they think? Because they dropped them, are they like, want nothing to do with it, or are they just kind of ambivalent? Queen and William. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And there's the devil. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so what does the Queen and William think of these charities? Okay, player, it's a one-off. Exposure, committed to exposing, and promoting this mosque. Okay, 3 and 11, 14, 4 diamonds. She's okay with it, as long as it's a one-off. She's okay with it. It's just public relations, and she was fine with it. Okay, so initially, and I feel like Meghan didn't understand what she was doing. The mosque is totally using her. And Meghan is just oblivious. Incredible. Not very thoughtful. She was not very thoughtful. She just felt like it would be a nice virtue signal. The globalists support the Muslims, so that's what she's doing. So William, okay, undecided. He's of two minds about it. Mercury and ruler. Okay, so 13 and 5, 18, 27, cross. He's split. He's split about them. he was split about it. He didn't really like it. He wasn't really for it or against it. Okay, the Queen was okay with it as a one-off. William wasn't really for it. Now underneath, they now feel like it's a disaster and it's absolutely terrible. The devil is awful. And so 11 and 4, so 21 and 4, 25, 7 hearts. This just sends absolutely the wrong message, and they're really sorry that they had anything to do with it now. So both the Queen and William are really sorry they had anything to do with it, and they're just really glad to get rid of it out of the Royal Foundation and be done with it. It's interesting to me how thoughtless Meghan was about this. She's just doing something because it's an opportunity. And maybe someone said to her, that she should do this. Because people are always saying that Meghan is controlled and has handlers, and maybe she does, because she didn't seem to really think about it at all. And then the papers would come out with, oh my goodness, there's 19 known terrorists that came out of this church. That's only what we know about. 19 that we know about, just out of this one mosque. And it makes me wonder, did somebody burn, she did that cookbook because there was a fire there. Well, did somebody set that fire, because all these terrorists are trying to destroy your democracy and murder Christianity. So did someone actually set that fire? Like, I don't like these people, I'm going to set a fire. Okay, does Meghan want to destroy the monarchy? Okay, is she actually trying to destroy the monarchy? Because, people say that, but is she actually trying to destroy them? Is this like an intention? Okay, broken chalice, hamster wheel, Mother Earth. Over the long term, okay, 22, 24, 6 spades, she wants to break away. Over the long term, for the long term, Meghan wants to break away from the monarchy, reacting to the monarchy opportunistically. This doesn't say that she wants to destroy the monarchy. It's It's about Meghan. Meghan is not very thoughtful. She's incredibly unthoughtful here. She's not thinking about the larger issues. She's promoting this mosque where 19 terrorists came out of it, and she's doing this cookbook, but she didn't really think about the deeper issues. She's thinking about herself. She's thinking about her hair. She's thinking about, I think I'll wear this green shapeless bag of a dress, and people will love it. That's what she's thinking about. She's not thinking about the larger issues, interestingly. Okay, so Meghan and Harry visited the oldest mosque in South Africa. They didn't visit any Catholic or Protestant churches. Is Meghan opposed to Christianity? Because we did a witchcraft reading on her. Candace Owens is calling her a witch, and Harry is under her spell. Is she opposed to Christianity? Because that's another thing. There's very personal things. And I've gone to tarot groups, okay? And I was just parking my car outside of a tarot meeting, and there were witches in there, and they saw me parking my car outside, and they were terrified of me even before I walked in the door. Okay, so there's all kinds of spiritual stuff going on. I need to explain that more, but anyway, is Meghan opposed to Christianity, sort of fundamentally? There's the cross of Christ. Let's see. And I guess this gets down to her beliefs. Because I think she, as a result of her marriage, she converted to Judaism. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's the root of Christianity. The Jews are firstborn, and the Christians are adopted into the faith. And the Muslims, these are the three great religions. The Muslims claim the blessing of Abraham, the Jews claim the blessing of Abraham, and the Christians claim the blessing of Abraham, and that's the big argument. So, is Meghan opposed to Christianity? Well, here's the cross right in the middle. Heart, okay, that's not opposed. 8 and 4, 12, 3 spades, conflict and coffin. This says she believes she's a Christian. Or she was raised a Christian. She is not opposed to Christianity. But she has a conflict and she's maybe not awake. Coffin can be sleeping. There's conflicts. Her actions are in conflict with her beliefs. Or she's just not really... She hasn't really thought it through. Okay, 2 diamonds and Magi. Okay, manifesting... 13 and 2, 15, 4 clubs. We have 2 foundation cards. She's very interested in manifesting her desires. Christianity is just, she doesn't really think about it. She is not opposed to Christianity, which that's good. She just doesn't really think about it. All right, let's go over this. Meghan Markle and the Mosque. Okay, so the Mosque is trying to establish themselves outside of their normal boundaries, outside of the Muslim world. Okay, 5 spades. And fighting the resistance. They're going into the lands of the infidels, the West, and they're establishing themselves and they're putting on a pretty face. But yet they're sending out terrorists. They're creating and sending out terrorists. And right there in the heart of London. Okay, and they're planting themselves in the world. So they have this grand plan that they're executing. What is Meghan's link? It was just an opportunity. It was just an opportunity. She felt that it goes with her brand. She really didn't think about it. She was thinking about her dress and her hair and her makeup. Okay, what do the Queen and William think of this whole mosque thing? Because they kicked him out of the royal, they left the Royal Foundation and they kicked that charity out because they didn't want anything to do with it. What is the Queen? And the Queen was okay with it as a one-off. She was fine with it. So it did go through the Queen, but it's just do this thing one time, just one time. Players a one-off, just one time, and I'm okay with it. Okay, William, he was neither hot nor cold. He was like, I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I don't like it. I don't. He was just split. He didn't feel, and that's a bad way to be. If you're going to promote a charity, you should feel passionate about it. Okay, now here in the hidden situation, they feel that this was all a disaster, like they're promoting terrorism. Like they're promoting terrorism right in the homeland. They're promoting terrorism right in the homeland among the people of Britain. And so they just feel like it's terrible. That this whole thing with the mosque was terrible. And I agree. I think that's a mess. I mean, if you just, irregardless of what you think of Christianity, Muslim, whatever, that was a PR disaster. That's a PR disaster. Promoting a mosque that sent 19 terrorists, that we know about. That's not all that they've created. We actually know about 19. The numbers are just incredible. That is a factory to create terrorists right there in the heart of London. Okay, is Meghan actually trying to destroy the monarchy, as some believe, 22, 24? No, but she wants to split off from the monarchy. She's not trying, she doesn't have some grand scheme to destroy the monarchy. She just wants to split off from the monarchy. She wants to go on her own and be her own brand. Is Meghan opposed to Christianity? No, I think she actually thinks she is a Christian. She may be a Christian, but she's not very thinking about it. She's all about manifesting. Okay, so she may actually be a Christian. Cross is right here in the middle, but she just doesn't really think about it. She's not like an active Christian. She doesn't really think about it. She's kind of asleep right now, spiritually, in terms of Christianity and God. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle in paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.